We have seen data types in Python conceptually. We'll deepen our understanding by taking examples for each of the data types. First thing is a numeric types. As we understand here, all we have to do is we have to assign a number to a variable. Then depending upon the number, whether it is an int or float or complex type. Remember, to check the type, all we have to do is use the type function. Let's see some examples. Here I am going to assign one value to x and one more value to y. And let us go ahead and accept. You can see we just assigned value to a variable. In this case, 8 is assigned to x. You can see that is a int. When we get the type of this variable, this is an int. Then we assign 3.0 to y, that is a float. And we assigned 1j to z, that is a complex data type. So these are the different numeric types. Let us see some of the string types. All we got to do is we need to take any string and include the string as a part of the double quote and assign that to a variable. That becomes a string. I'll use the same thing here. You can see we included a string in double quotes, assigned that to a variable x, and we can print that. You can see if you check the type of this variable, it is a string. That is string data type. Let's go ahead and assign this to variable. Done. If we just go ahead and type print this variable, it does print all this. This is how we can assign a multi-line string to a variable. Now, as we discussed, strings in Python are arrays. Each of these character are in a way representing the Unicode characters. This whole string is saved as a array of bytes. If you want to retrieve the characters out of this string, you can do so. Say print. You can see it prints the character here. This whole string is assigned to a variable, and this whole string is an array of bytes. We can retrieve each character by using a variable and providing the place of the character you want to retrieve. We can go ahead and get the length of any string. Either you can get a length of a variable itself, or you can directly go ahead and get the length of a string. There you go. We got a length of a variable itself, and we directly typed the string as a part of the length function, and we got the length of that particular string. Now we'll see examples around lists and tuples. As we have already seen, lists are the collection of objects. Okay, these are mutable. We can change the list. On the other hand, we cannot change the tuples. Let us see both of them now. I will go ahead and say my list is equal to this is the list. Now what we can do is if we want to update a one of the element in the list, we can do so. It's updated. Let us go ahead and define the tuples now. Tuples are same except that we have to include these values in these braces, simple brace. Now we'll say instead of my list, I'll say my tuple. Let's go ahead and define this. There you go. Now let us try to update this and see what happens. We have already seen tuples are immutable. If you go and try to update this guy with something other value, you can see it will not allow us to do so. Tuples are almost like lists except that they are immutable. We have seen the examples of lists and tuples. Now let us look into example of mapping type, that is dictionaries. Dictionaries are also widely used these days in Python. You can see we created a dictionary. This dictionary has three key value pairs. One is apple 120, banana 50, orange 65. In case you want to retrieve the value for a particular key, we can do that. The way we can do it is provide the name of the dictionary and provide the name of the key for which you want to retrieve the value. Yeah, you can see for apple, our value is 120. In the same way, we can get for banana as well. Like this, we can define the dictionaries and retrieve the values corresponding to particular keys. In the end, we'll see the booleans. For boolean, we need to come out with some condition. Let us go ahead and say A is around 200, B is 33, and if B is greater than A, it will print B is greater than A, else it will print B is not greater than A. We'll go ahead and define this condition and see how the booleans work. So we assign the values to A and B. Let's go ahead and check this statement now. This is how the booleans work. We have come up with a statement. If B is greater than A, then this statement is true. Then it will print B is greater than A. Else, this statement will be false. B is not greater than A. In that case, it will go ahead and print the else statement. That is, B is smaller than A. That is how Booleans work. Wonderful. We have seen different examples of different data types. You have a wonderful time. Thank you.